In about a week, the New York Jets are going to be making their first additions to the 2022 roster. In this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 players that I predict the New York Jets will sign in hopes of turning this franchise around. Let's go ahead and let's get after it. Before we get into the video, if I could get you to please jet up the like button, and if you're new here and you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I want to let you know we'll be live this upcoming Wednesday night, and we'll be discussing all things Jets off season. The link for that stream will be in the description. The first player I'm going to predict for the New York Jets is going to be guard Laken Tomlinson from the San Francisco 49ers. He's 6'3", 315 pounds. He's going to be 30 years old in 2022. And this guy is an absolute rock. He does not miss games. The last 3 seasons, he has played in 100% of the snaps and has started and played in 60-plus games in a row for the San Francisco 49ers. So you're getting a durable, consistent, and a very, very good system fit to plug in and play at that right guard spot. And the interior of the offensive line is going to be so much better than what it was when Joe Douglas came in initially. So you've got Elijah Vera-Tucker, Connor McGovern, and you've got Laken Tomlinson in the interior of the offensive line. I think this is one of those moves where you go ahead and you make the move and you just check it off the list. We don't need to go ahead and look for a starter in the NFL draft, which I think is something we should really try to avoid. Of all of the positions of need that we have, I would really like it if the New York Jets could fill this guard spot prior to the NFL draft. And so that's why I think Joe Douglas is going to go ahead and make a move for a guard. It could also be for James Daniels, the guard from the Bears. But as of right now, I think he's probably one of the top guards along with Brandon Scherf. I personally think the system fit and, just being able to plug him in right away and play is too good to pass up. The next player I'm going to predict for the New York Jets to sign is going to be wide receiver Allen Robinson of the Chicago Bears. He's 6'2", 220 pounds. He's going to be 29 years old in 2022. And if you just take a look at his production from 2021, you're going to get a really bad read of what type of player he is. Playing with a rookie quarterback and the number of targets that he received certainly impacted his ability to produce in 2021. I think if you sign him, it's a very typical Joe Douglas move. It's a wide receiver that has wide receiver 1 potential. And I don't know how much it would cost necessarily. And I think that's going to be the interesting thing is, how many years does he get and how much is it going to cost per year to bring Allen Robinson on? As of right now, I have a feeling it could be a 1-year deal, which we've seen Joe Douglas do in the past. I don't know how you'll feel about that. I personally would rather go and get somebody like a Christian Kirk and add him for multiple seasons because of the age. But again, this feels like a Joe Douglas type of move. It gives Zach Wilson another target to throw to, a guy that can move all over the formation. So I do like the upside in this move and certainly a low-risk move as well if they sign him to that 1-year deal. The third player I'm going to predict for the New York Jets to sign is going to be safety Justin Reed from the Houston Texans. He's 6'1", 203 pounds, and he's going to be 25 years old in 2022. Hopefully you weren't freaking out when I was signing guys that are almost 30 years old. I do think that Joe Douglas is going to try to balance, adding guys that are a little bit older and guys that are young and can be on the team for the long term. And Justin Reed, I think, fits the bill. It's obviously a huge position of need. If we don't add a safety in free agency, I don't know exactly what they're going to do at the position in 2022, to be perfectly honest with you. And so this is a massive need. And getting a young player that has some range and some versatility on defense. He has 7 interceptions to his name over the 4-year career. And so we want a guy that can help create turnovers and was an absolute beast during his rookie year. If you take a look at the stats, he really ripped it up in the NFL his rookie season. So I think the Jets take a swing here on a young player with a lot of upside and a huge position of need. The fourth player that I'm going to predict the Jets will sign is going to be tight end Tyler Conklin from the Minnesota Vikings. He's 6'3", 248 pounds, and he's only going to be 27 years old in 2022. And personally, I think he's just now entering his prime. He's coming off of a breakout season where he almost had 600 yards. Is he Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Darren Waller? Absolutely not. This is not the explosive receiving tight end option that every NFL team would love to have. But what he is a dual threat tight end. He can catch the football and he can block, and he's going to be able to help the running game get going. I think with the age, with the fit that he would provide, and just a reliable target for Zach Wilson, I think this is a great signing. It fills a big time need, and again, allows the Jets to go into the draft and get a tight end that they can help to kind of, to build up and to teach. And it's a nice combination. You've got a veteran and you've got a young player in the tight end room. Sign me up for that all day long. The last player that I'm going to predict the New York Jets will sign is going to be linebacker Foye Oluokun of the Atlanta Falcons. 6'2", 215 pounds. He'll be 27 years old in 2022. I think this would be a home run signing. He's a Jeff Ulbrich guy from their days in Atlanta together. And this dude just makes plays, guys. The last 2 seasons, he's only missed 1 game, has a ton of tackles, over 300 combined tackles in 2 seasons, 5 sacks. He has 5 forced fumbles in the last 2 seasons, 10 passes defensed, and he has also intercepted the ball 5 times. So you're talking about a guy that has just simply racked up tackles, big plays, negative plays for the defensive team. And again, that's what we're looking for from the Jets. We need more turnovers, more sacks. Get your hands on the football. And this guy absolutely does that and has been doing it for the last couple of seasons. Bring him into the defense. Let him play alongside CJ Mosley, Quincy Williams. I think you'd have a really fast linebacking crew that could really help to get after, to stop the run, and to make some big plays on defense. To wrap this up, I just want to emphasize to you that these are not necessarily the moves that I would make if I were the man in charge of the New York Jets. These truly are the moves that I predict Joe Douglas will make. These seem like Joe Douglas types of signings, and again, they're low risk, high reward types of signings. But regardless, I would love for you to let me know in the comments whether you agree or disagree with some of these signings. Do you think Joe Douglas is going to target different players? Just let me know. I'll be looking forward to reading all of those comments from you guys, and I will respond. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an awesome day. Go Jets, and I'll see you guys next time.